In this video, we will demonstrate how to file a basic excise tax return. Please note, we will demonstrate this process using our software testing environment. The business information shown in this video is fictitious. Any resemblance to actual business information is purely coincidental. For this example, the business has retail sales of $5,000, no deductions, and sales were made in 3 locations: Seattle, Pasco, and unincorporated Thurston County. On the Business Licensing and Tax homepage, under the Summary tab, you will find information about your excise tax account. If you have any excise tax returns to file, you will see a File Return hyperlink in the panel for that period. Click the File Return hyperlink to access the excise tax return. The first page will allow you to select the tax classification or classifications that your business falls under. The most common classifications for business and occupation tax can be found at the top of that column. For the purpose of this video, we will be completing a basic retail return. At any point in this process, you can click the Save Draft button in the bottom left corner of the page to save your changes. This feature is helpful if you need to take a break and complete the return later. In the Business and Occupation column, select Retailing. In the Sales and Use column, select Retail Sales. In the Location-Based Taxes column, select Local, City, and/or County Sales Tax. The system remembers the classifications you select. If you need to report under different tax classifications in the future, click the Add Remove Tax Classifications button. Click the Next button on the bottom of the page to continue. Now that you have selected your tax classifications, you will enter your gross sales for each classification on the following pages. The first page you will complete is the Business and Occupation page. The only 2 fields you will enter numbers into on this page will be the gross amount field and the Add Deduction box if you have any applicable deductions. Please note, your costs of doing business are not deductible on this return. For more information about available deductions, please see our website at dor.wa.gov/deductions. In the gross amount field, enter your gross receipts for the period not including sales tax. Selecting the Add Deduction box will open a pop-up window for you to enter any deductions. In this example, we do not have any deductions to enter. The taxable amount and tax due fields will automatically populate based on the gross amounts you enter. The Small Business B&O tax credit will automatically calculate based on the tax due and the filing frequency of the account. For details about how the Small Business credit is calculated, please see our website at dor.wa.gov/sbc. Click the Next button to continue to the State Sales and Use page. The gross amount entered on the previous page will transfer to this page automatically, along with any deductions that apply to both B&O tax and sales tax. Click the Add Deduction button to add any deductions that apply to sales tax only. In this example, we do not have any deductions to enter. The taxable amount and tax due will automatically populate based on the gross amount entered. Click the Next button to continue to the Local, City, and/or County Sales Tax page. Washington State is a destination-based sales tax state. For retail transactions, the local tax rate is based on the location where the retail goods or retail services are received. To add locations for local, city, and/or county sales tax, click the Add Locations button. If you are unsure of the correct location, the Find Location by Address hyperlink will open a separate tab or window that will allow you to search based on an address. The Add Locations button will open a pop-up window where you can add all sale locations to the return. In the blank space underneath Location Code, you can begin typing the 4-digit code or the name of the city. If the sale is outside of city limits, you can enter the county name. Here we will add 3 locations. For the first location, we know the 4-digit location code, so we enter it and select 1726 Seattle from the drop-down list. Our second location is Pasco, but we are unsure of the location code, so we type Pasco and select the first option from the drop-down list, because we did not sell a motor vehicle, which is what the second option is for. Our final location is in unincorporated Thurston County, so we begin typing Thurston and select the first option from the drop-down list because it matches the result the address lookup tool provided when we made the sale. Once you have entered all of the locations for your return, click the OK button to close the pop-up window and return to the local city and/or county sales tax page. To the right of the location name, enter the taxable amount specific to each location. Down at the bottom, the Retail Sales Taxable Amount line will provide the taxable amount from the previous page. The Local Sales Taxable Amount line will provide the total of the taxable amounts entered for each location. Notice the error message indicating that the local sales taxable amount does not match the retail sales taxable amount. In order to finish the return, the local sales taxable amount line must match the retail sales taxable amount line. When the two totals match, the error message disappears, and you can continue filing the return. Click the Next button to proceed to the Return Summary page. The Summary page will have a line-by-line breakdown of the taxes due. Total tax will be the tax due before credits are applied. Less credits will show the credits that apply, and total amount will be the net amount that is due. You will need to enter your name, phone number, and email address in the fields in the Submitter Information section. Click the Next button to continue to the Payment Options page. In this example, we will choose the ACH debit option to have the payment directly withdrawn from your bank account. Select the ACH debit/e-check option, then click the Next button to continue to the payment screen. Provide your banking information in the required fields. This will include the bank account type, savings or checking, your bank routing number, and your bank account number. If you would like to save this account for future use, choose the Yes option at the bottom of the page. You will be required to provide a name for the account if you opt to save the account for later use. The payment date will typically default to the due date of the return. If you would like to pay earlier than the due date, click the Payment Date field and select the date you would like. The payment will take 1 to 3 business days to process with this option. Enter the payment amount on the Confirm Amount line. Then, click the Next button to continue. The final review page will summarize your return totals and payment information. Click the Submit button to submit the return and payment. The confirmation page will give you a confirmation number for the submission, along with the option to print a copy of the submission or confirmation. Click the OK button to return to your Business Licensing and Tax homepage. Here you can see the excise tax return has been submitted and the account balance is 0. You have now successfully filed and paid your excise tax return on My DOR. For additional assistance with our online filing system, please see our My DOR help page at dor.wa.gov/mydorhelp.